What's up, everybody? Today I wanted to do a time-lapse video, which is something I have not done before, but anybody who is already subscribed to the channel, you know that I do tattoo reviews and stuff like that. I used to be a tattoo artist for 3 years, professionally, and sometimes I like to doodle on myself or my husband for funsies, but lately I haven't been in the mood to actually tattoo because, ow, it hurts. But I thought it would be fun to try out a some sort of graphic design work or tablet drawing, things like that. I haven't used a drawing tablet in over 10 years now, so it was kind of interesting to figure out the process and placement and how to get it to wrap correctly since it's not a flat object. It Plus, when you're freehanding tattoos on somebody, the placement is not exactly what it should be. But I had a great time doing it, and our victim today is one of my top 3 YouTubers out there, and that would be Jacksepticeye. So, if y'all are interested in seeing how an ex-tattoo artist would tattoo a famous YouTuber, then welcome. Please watch. Enjoy. Yes, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, so this is Jackie Boy here. And like I said, I haven't done this in 10 years. So trying to figure out brush sizes and actually how to do stuff. Figuring out my references for what I want to do. Because I did not really plan this out at all. I was just like, yeah, Irish. Let's go Celtic, Gaelic kind of idea. And I start going in trying to blend and wasn't sure how saturated I wanted to go because I was trying to get a realistic effect. But yeah, I was not 10 years doesn't look that great, but that's okay. Also, trying to learn how to figure out braids of any kind was just a freaking headache. Oh, yes. Gave them, see, I'm trying to figure out like Celtic knots. I don't know how to do that stuff. I never really did Celtic tattooing. Yeah, it ended up being like this weird prison style thing, and I'm not particularly a fan of it, but it gets better. I start getting in the groove of things later on. Yeah, this is when I start having fun. I like trees, guys. Trees are easy. They're interesting. I went with like this weird brush stroke effect with trying to get those highlights, lowlights. Very easy to do with the brush pen. I was very happy with it. Just super simple work. If I really had done like a stencil with lining, it definitely would have gone a bit better. I was really struggling at first. This is when it starts to be my obsession of a 6-hour drawing process, which is insane. I haven't drawn for 6 hours in a long time, but oh my god, it started to get really fun. So yeah, I stuck on his pec for a second because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a nice chest piece, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I start just like scratching some stuff on here, just freehanding. What exactly can I do? If you can see his hand and his arm situation, not so great, really chunky. Really doesn't have a good flow or symmetry or anything to it, but it's okay. Well, Jack is getting blasted today, okay? So I decided I wanted to do a goat, and I wanted to give him some just mean old eyeballs. That does not look like a goat, guys. That looks like a lion. Like I said, freehanding. I have not drawn a goat in forever. Honestly, I don't think it's a goat. I think it turns into a ram, but I wanted to do something that isn't just, he's an Irish boy. But you know, if you've ever seen Ireland, which I have not, but I attribute it similar to the Midwest where I'm from. It's just a bunch of farmland. I talked to somebody from Ireland and they get hurricanes there. It rains a lot. It's cold. I mean, I come from Missouri, so kind of like Ireland. Lots of just hellscape. heat, humidity. It's like some people who come from Louisiana hate Missouri because they say it's more humid here than it is down there. So I feel like I could switch out to Ireland if I ever lived there and kind of be okay, because I would rather be cold than like 90 degrees, but it feels like 120. It's like breathing in microwave pudding. It kind of sucks. Plus, we don't get hurricanes, but we get fucking tornadoes. I hate tornadoes. It's a crazy phobia because I'm waiting for it to hit me. We've had some close calls here. I've seen some things, but I know people who've been actually thrown by tornadoes before, and it's a mess. I would rather live in Ireland. Anyways, this is a lion so far. Trying to figure out that hair, all that good stuff. Sometimes I take little slight pauses in this time lapse just to look at a reference. It's still freehanding, and I'm taking bits and pieces from designs that I like. But yeah, see these horns? These are ram horns. This is not a goat. But I like rams too. I think it's a little more prevalent maybe in Ireland than goats. I don't know. Just me trying to figure out blending and packing in black. Like he has very, very pale skin, which is great for saturation, just to make things pop. And you could do any sort of color work on very, very light skin. But in this instance, I just wanted super saturated black because it looks good. His existing tattoos, they obviously don't match this hue because this is the quote unquote fresh look. But for what he has, they're still very, very saturated. I was like, screw it. We're going to give Jackie Boy 6 hours of tattooing and see what it would all look like together when it's all fully fresh and saturated. And it was a lot of fun. So I tried some armor pieces. I tried a breastplate. That did not work. So I was just like, oh, let's go with the armor effect. And part of why I wanted to do this was, oh, look at you. Such a happy boy. Something I like about Jack a lot is his, not that he advocates for mental health, but he's very seemingly open about it. He does let us know what he's feeling and that when he needs a break and things like that. And I remember when he took like a month off, and me and my husband just for weeks would just debate between ourselves. Oh, should he quit? Oh, should he come back? Oh, is he okay? And we just kind of got to the point where we were like, you know what? We respect his decision if he does quit, because when you watch somebody, Jesus, how long have I been watching this dude? 7 years now. I've been watching him for a long time. I started getting into actually watching YouTube when my husband and I got together. So it's been about 7.5 years of watching Jack, from Happy Wheels to all the Resident Evil playthroughs, Last of Us, like a whole bunch of stuff. Now I'm watching Power Wash Simulator, and he's a bit raunchy in it, and I can dig it. He's kind of like my inner monologue, and I enjoy that a lot. I respect him as a person, so I really enjoy watching him and watching him kind of grow up and finding who he wants to be and stuff like that. It's really interesting. It's kind of like this reality TV aspect to it. But I mean, he is a real person, and you have to respect what he wants in his life. So when I thought he was going to quit YouTube, I was just like, I'll see you on the flip side, dude. Best of luck to you. Yes, he looks pleased. He looks like, okay, I have a bunch of shitty tattoos, but I am getting blasted and it feels good. Yes. Oh yeah, look at that. Oof. So of course, at this point, I'm kind of just throwing in filler just to do it. The eyeball thing, of course we need that in there. It's a bit cheesy. Not something I would actually put on him, because you don't want to just like be so self-involved with your channel, and he doesn't seem like that kind of person. So if you can tell, I am doing sort of like this blackout technique. Just black work is very, very popular right now. So I'm just kind of framing stuff in. I got like this weird ass 4-leaf clover going on, and I'm trying to find a way to end this without actually like tattooing his armpit, because I don't want to do that to him. It sucks. We don't need all of that. So yeah, just kind of cleaning stuff in, adding some runes. I really like runes. My husband has a few bands of runes on it, and just trying to shape things out, make them fun. All right, so let's go back to this this bit here. I'm trying to do a portrait. And if you guys don't know, I don't know how to draw people. Like, I can draw girls for the most part. I haven't drawn a portrait really, like just free-handed a portrait with no reference in a very, very long time. I don't know if you can hear that. My 4-year-old has just this little angel voice, and she loves to sing, and it's super cute. So she's adding in my background music. But yes, what was I saying? I kind of wanted to do like a Gaelic god kind of mythological thing, partially because we don't view Jack as a real person to an extent. I mean, it's it's just one of those things where you see him on a screen for years and years, and you're like, oh, I feel like I know him, but you don't really know him. You just know what you see. So I thought it would be interesting, and interpret it as you will, the mythological Jack sort of aspect. But I really like how this is coming together so far. But just, I had no expectations for this to turn out good, and it's been since I was like 16 or something. All right, see, okay, this is where I'm getting at with this face though. Look at that eyeball. It's very anime, and I'm getting the roughness done, and it very, very rough. But I like what's happening. I mean, I like the effort. It looks bad. It looks really bad. And I just start throwing in those heavy blacks. And that's when I realized I can change what tool I'm using. And I started getting out the pencil, and I was like, bro, this adds so much definition. It looks really, really chunky up close, but when you zoom out, oh my God, so much better. I actually had to do most of this drawing like middle of the night, going to bed at 2 and waking up at 7 to get up my girls for school and stuff like that. But they're sick again, so I have a little bit of time to just play around while they play Smash Brothers and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, so getting into this detailing here. Okay, at this point, we're starting to get these really heavy blacks. The lights are coming in. I'm going in with an eraser and kind of lightening stuff up. Obviously, you can't do this with tattooing, but it's not real tattoo. Also, this braid is jacked. Like I said, I don't know how to draw braids. It's all a learning process, but you know, I'm really starting to like build up some definition, and I really like the open eyeball without putting anything in it, because it just gives it like an ethereal kind of effect. I like it. I don't need him looking at me. Nah. No pupil for you, sir. You looking very snazzy right now. So just building up the layers, making the highlights, not using any white, because dude is white. Dude is super white already, okay? If you add white to the skin that is already this light, to be fair, you're probably gonna turn his skin yellow over time with white highlights. So let's just skip that. He's already very, very white. For longevity, yeah, should have put in white, but this ain't real, so it's timeless, guys. It's just this defined forever. At this point, filler, let's just put in some black and gray flame sort of effect. I'm looking for references. I don't really know what to put in at this point, but crows, man. Depression, anxiety, oof, they're pretty, and I like them, and I resonate really hard with this, and it's just brush strokes and definition and negative space, and just building it up, adding some kind of like a trash polka kind of thing. I was really considering throwing in red, but I feel like just black and white works so well with his body. So I didn't want to push it with red, because it would kind of make his skin look more pink. And I didn't really want to do that because it's already so pink based. So just straight black. Throwing some dots. Look at that. Bro got blasted today. He's got some creepy old eyeballs on him. I feel like this is the Jack we would have got if he stuck with drumming, for sure. If he had stuck, you know, himself in a heavy metal band and didn't get tattooed till 2020, 2021. This is what he would look like. I could be totally wrong, because I'm not him, and he would pick his own tattoos, but this would be pretty freaking dope if he did. At this point, guys, honestly, I was gonna like fully blast him, like both sleeves, the neck, and everything. And I feel like it's a lot. This is 6 hours. This is 6 hours of full footage, compiling everything. It took forever to do this, and I was like, you know what? Let's let the rest of your body breathe, Jack. We'll leave you for later in case you want anything else. That's totally fine. I'm super happy with it. I'm super surprised I got as much done as I did. And, you know, hopefully he likes it. I have no idea. I don't know, man. I think it's pretty cool. I'm sorry about the screwed up hand tattoo, really, but, you know, realistically, we all have pretty screwed up hand tattoos. And it would not be that packed in after it heals up. So he would probably be in for a touch up. Be like, bro, my whole hand fell off. And I'd be like, sorry, I don't know. I'm very bad at this. Not a well thought out design. I would not agree putting an eyeball in the ditch just because that heavy black packing is right where his vein is, and that would be so susceptible to infection. I think the placement is pretty decent considering we're following the rules of which directions the faces go. Like, they're all facing inwards or facing straight out because the stomach tattoo is as it should be. I feel like a lot of this is filler pieces. The tree of life sort of thing I was trying to go for doesn't have the roots going down, but I don't think Jack really needs a giant hip tattoo of roots. But it still looks good. Also, I was trying really hard to avoid that nipple. Nobody wants a blacked out nipple. That would hurt so bad. Also, is that a goat or a ram? I'm really not sure, but you know, there are things I attribute him to as a goat kind of guy, maybe. It's not too bad. I'm not too mad at it. He looks pleased. I don't think he would be in real life. I think he'd be dead. I think that 6 hours of straight tattooing would probably get him a quarter sleeve and hand tattoo at most. This is more realistically like 25, 30 hours of tattooing, maybe. Maybe if I was doing it. Some people could probably do it faster, but I think he would be in the hospital before that. But yeah, guys, that was my time-lapse video. It's the first one I've ever done. If you liked it, subscribe. I think I'm going to do some more videos of this. Also, yeah, this is the work I've done right here. In this little layer, this paint layer is just one layer. That's the perspective of how many tattoos he's gotten and how it actually is starting to shape his body, which is very fun to look at. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can leave me a suggestion on what you would like to see, who you'd like to see get blasted in tattoos in a very short amount of time. I had a lot of fun making this, for sure. If he ever saw this, I would love to hear his opinion on it. That would be cool. That would probably make me cry because I'm not a fangirl, but realistically, as somebody I've been watching for 7.5 years, who I've enjoyed hours and hours and possibly days of content, that would be pretty insane. So, you know, let's cross our fingers, right? But, oh God. All right, guys, I'm about to hop out of here. Look at that. Just so satisfying, so saturated. Realistically, getting these in different sections, this would not be this blacked out. As nice as it would be. Also, this would cost thousands and thousands of dollars. But, you got it done for free. Cost me $30 to get the tiny little tablet, but, you know, for the first time in a long time, I had a whole lot of fun doing this, so I'm excited to do more of these videos. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.